Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Pay It Forward initiative. I'm Coach Deirdre, and this is on the Periphery. So, we've been talking a lot about COVID this whole entire year. And I know that I am tired of hearing about the negativity associated with COVID. So I've put my own little twist on it. So for me, C.O.V.I.D means choosing our victories in dynamic times. I'm going to put a positive spin on COVID for you guys. So, there are 5 things that I think that we should do as we get ready to round up 2020. The first thing I think we should do is to celebrate. How many people out there are celebrating the wins? The small ones, the medium ones, the big ones. Celebrating the wins is critical to choosing your victory in dynamic time. Number 2 is love on your friends and family. Now, I know that seems to be an oxymoron, but listen here. You can love on your family by picking up the phone, Zoom calling, doing a drive by the house and waving out the window. You can send them a postcard. That's old school. Do you even know what postcards are? Do you even know what stamps are? Because before there was email, there were stamps. You can love on your friends. Just check in, a quick check in will do a body good, you know, but, the positive up part of COVID, and the title remains the same, choosing our victory in dynamic times. So what I discovered was that, this is an opportunity for people to think outside the box, to do things that they wouldn't normally do. So when I'm talking about COVID, I'm really talking about an opportunity to celebrate, to love on people virtually, to dream. A lot of people we've stopped dreaming. We're so busy all the time. We've stopped living in a dream and started chasing the dollar. You know what I mean? And then this is also an opportunity to find joy. Nobody really knows what joy is these days either. They lots of times equate joy with happiness, and they're not the same. But more importantly, what COVID has taught me is to be, be still, be patient, be silent, be mindful. These 5 elements of COVID have a way of altering the trajectory of one's life. We can sit around in COVID all day and be miserable and sad and, be blaming others, blaming circumstances, or we can just pivot. That's the code word for 2020 is pivot. So, we can pivot, like I said, by celebrating the wins. You can pivot by loving on people from afar, virtually, being creative and innovative, and, doing drive-bys and writing letters, going old school. You can also pivot by finding joy. Joy is something that you would do even if you couldn't get paid. How many of us can say that right now? You should be able to find something in this moment that gives you joy, whether it is running, whether it is writing, reading, hanging out with your children, trying something that you've never done before. Joy is something that cannot be taken away. And I said dream, and I wanted to stop right there and talk about dreaming. Do you remember what you wanted to be when you grew up? Because of this time in COVID, this is an opportunity to really revert back to, your younger self and figure out what you want to do. Figure out what you're able to do now that you know better. Dreaming is not something that is without purpose. Dreaming allows you to create a plan, something that you've never even considered. You can do that in these COVID times. But more importantly, let's talk about these B's. Be still. It's okay to be still. It's okay to become. It's okay to believe that everything is going to be all right. It's okay to be at peace. More importantly, it's okay to just be. Be is being present, being still, being silent. So as you're choosing your victory in these dynamic times, these COVID times, just remember you have options. I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you soon.